Hi, I'm so excited to be here. My name is Kristen Carney, and I help small businesses and entrepreneurs level up their business so they reach their target audience and bring in the income. I want to thank Elizabeth for having me speak today. The work that she is doing to help professionals see baby through a neurological lens is so incredibly powerful. And the work that you do matters. You help babies regulate. You help NICU parents. And you help exhausted parents survive those first few months. But here's the reality that I see over and over again when working with professionals. The people doing the most work or most important are often the ones that are invisible. Many professionals in your space experience things like families not understanding what you do or what your value is, clients comparing you to cheaper providers, and feeling undervalued, constantly explaining what you do. So today I want to talk to you about something that can change that. And this talk is called Invisible No More: How to Showcase Your Expertise Online and Attract Higher Level Clients. So knowing your value. The problem is how your expertise is positioned. So before we begin, grab your notebook so you can write some of these questions down and you have them. And the first question is, why did you choose this work? What made you want to help babies and families? And why do you want to be known in your community? Take a moment and write that down, because the answer to these questions are often the heart of your brand. So a lot of people think, I just need more marketing. But marketing is not the first problem. The real issue is the visibility of your expertise. Clients cannot hire you if they don't know or understand you. Families cannot value what they cannot see. So two professionals can have the same skill level. One is charging $25 an hour, whereas the other one is charging $2,000 a package. You have the same skill set, but the difference is perceived authority. Perceived authority comes from how clearly your expertise are communicated. So write this question down. Do families immediately understand what transformation I provide? The question is, do families immediately understand the transformation I provide? And if the answer is no, then you have a visibility gap. Over the years, I've worked with so many providers, and they have the same patterns again and again showing up. I call these the invisible gaps. So if you have one of these gaps, your expertise becomes harder for clients to recognize. So gap number one is the language gap. Many infant professionals seek professional language, whereas the parents think in problem language. So the parents might say, my baby won't sleep, or my baby's crying all night, or my baby was in the NICU and I'm scared I'm doing something wrong. If your message is about you and what you do, instead of the problem that you solve for them, then people miss your value. Example, instead of saying, I'm a newborn specialist for 25 years, you might say, I help babies regulate their nervous systems so they sleep better and feel calmer. Same expertise, different understanding. So write in your notebook, what are the top 3 problems parents come to me for? What will parents learn from me? You can write the answers in your notebook so you have them. And examples might be, the baby won't sleep, the baby cries constantly, or parents are just exhausted. Now, Ask yourself, do I talk about these problems in my messaging? Gap number 2 is the title gap. Titles shape perception. So many professionals introduce themselves in ways that reduce their authority. You might say, I'm just a nanny, or I help babies. I help mom with babies. But the reality might be far more powerful than that, right? You might actually be a newborn sleep specialist or an infant nervous system regulation expert, a NICU support specialist, or a NICU transition support specialist, having parents transition into their lives with having their baby at home, right? So your title should reflect the impact that you create. In your notebook, write down the title that you have for yourself on your business card and your website. Now ask yourself, does this title communicate my expertise clearly? And if not, now try rewriting it in a way that shows your impact. So, example, instead of writing infant nanny, you might write newborn sleep specialist or newborn sleep support specialist. Gap number 3 is the offer gap. Many professionals sell time instead of transformation. So you might be selling your $24 or $25 an hour package, right? That's not even a package, that's being supportive. Or you might have a package and high-level clients want to buy results. So instead of offering an hourly support, you might want to offer them a 4-week newborn sleep program, a NICU transition package, or a newborn nervous system regulation program. Packaging your expertise increases your perceived value. So write down in your notebook, what transformations do my clients experience after working with me? Example, baby may sleep better, parents feel more confident, or baby becomes calmer and more regulated. Now ask yourself, could this become a structured program or a package? Gap number 4 is the visual authority gap. Your visual presence communicates your expertise before you even say a word. So people will look at your website, they'll look at your social media, they'll look at your photos. These things create instant impressions. If your online presence looks outdated or inconsistent, clients subconsciously assume your services are less valuable. Visual authority builds trust quickly. And you want to connect with your clients so that they trust you and buy from you. So in your notebook, ask yourself honestly, if a parent found my website today, would they feel comfortable in hiring me? Write down one improvement that you know your brand needs. Number 5 is the visibility gap. Many experts stay hidden because they feel uncomfortable promoting themselves. That used to be me. I never showed up on camera, right? But visibility is about helping the right families find you. It's not about ego. So you can share things like educational posts, baby development tips, parents reassurance, and stories of your experience. So the more knowledge that you share, the more people recognize your expertise. So write down in your notebook, one thing I could teach parents this week online. And this is your challenge for this week. You can write something simple, something helpful, and something you already know. And then make it a reel or a video for your social media. Don't overthink it. And your message should your message should be specific. So another big mistake professionals make is trying to help everyone. But when you try to speak to everyone, your message becomes weak. Successful experts choose one specific audience. Examples might be first-time parents, NICU families, or sleep-deprived newborns parents. Specific audience creates strong messaging, and strong messaging attracts higher level clients. So in your notebook, write down who is your ideal client. And it's not everyone. Write down your best client, the one who values your expertise. When you show up online, your content should be under one of these pillars. We have the authority pillar, the connection pillar, and the conversion pillar. So the authority content shows people what you know and what you're talking about, sharing tips, insights, and education about babies. Your connection content helps you connect to your target audience so that they feel like they know you and then they trust you. And your conversion content is where you clearly explain how people can work with you and what services you offer and what problems you solve. So it could be validations and testimonials. You can talk about how you solve their problems on a specific item, right? They begin to trust you and connect with you, and eventually they hire you. So you can create a signature offer. So instead of offering a lot of different services, you can create one big offer. What is the biggest problem I solve? Ask yourself. Write that down. That problem can become your signature offer. Experts become known for one clear thing, and that also makes you stand out against everybody else. And I'm quickly going to go over sales calls, because it's a hard topic, and I hear this from a lot of clients that they have the hardest time talking about this. But when someone books a call with you, your job is not to push that sale. Your job is to diagnose the problem and ask questions like, what is happening with your baby right now? What have you tried already? And what feels hardest for you right now? When parents feel deeply understood, they trust your guidance. And that is so important. So when parents feel deeply understood, they trust your guidance. You're connecting with them. And then the authority grows through understanding. And then they'll hire you. So write down in your notebook 3 questions you could ask parents on a discovery call. Questions that help you understand their struggle. Perceived value grows when you communicate. Clear expertise, clear transformation, professional presence, and confidence in your work. So lowering your prices often attracts people or clients that are on a little budget. The cheapest. They're looking for the cheapest option, and they will ask more questions. They'll have less commitment to the process, and they'll keep asking you for more, and they might complain continuously. Higher pricing, on the other hand, tends to attract clients who are looking for expertise, feeling safer investing in someone they trust, and respect the professional they hire. And I know this from actually working with those different clients. So I had a client who came to me who said she just got a divorce, she has a son, she lost the house, she just lost her job, so she wants to start a business, right? She needs to do something for business right away. And I just felt so bad for her. So I lowered my price to the cheapest I could, and I just wanted to help her. Well, what happened was she complained about everything. She asked me for a million things, and then she was so ungrateful. Then she started accusing me of not helping her. And so she was just looking for the easy way out, right? And when I worked with a client who had the money, that trusted me and connected with me, it was smooth sailing. They paid right away. They trusted my expertise. They were very grateful, and I was able to help them get results. So I want to leave you with this thought. The work you do truly matters. You support babies during their most critical developmental window. You support mothers when they are exhausted and overwhelmed. You support families when they are scared and unsure. And that work deserves to be seen and valued. I know what you do is amazing because I had 2 preemie babies. And it was hard. I didn't know what I was doing, and I just needed the support. So you don't need to work harder. You just need to become visible in the right way. If some of these exercises we did today made you realize that your expertise may not be positioned as clearly as it could be, you are not alone. Many professionals know they need stronger branding and visibility, but they don't know where to start. So that's exactly why we created something called the Polished Provider. So it's everything you need to look polished, professional, and unmistakably you in 2 weeks. This is normally a $900 investment, but is on sale for $500 with Elizabeth's program. And in this program, you will receive brand strategy clarity session, define your message, audience, and positioning. We'll talk about your brand identity, updating your colors and fonts to elevate your brand. We'll rewrite your magnetic bio and tagline so parents instantly understand your value. And you'll get some branded social media templates, professional posts that you can position yourself as the expert. We'll give you a website audit and a branded email signature, a small but powerful, incredible with detail. If you're ready to step out and of being invisible in the expert category and become the professional families recognize and trust, we would love to help you with that. So reach out to us and let us know how we can support you in getting you visible with your target audience. I want to thank you for being here, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and let us know, and we can answer any questions that you may have. So thank you for being here.